Okay, Unit 3 starts on page 55. So we're going to go through and review some topics from Unit 3. So when you're looking and analyzing if a polynomial is, if it is a polynomial, you want to look for, are the exponents positive? Okay, are exponents, are they positive? Are they no fractions as exponents? There are also whole numbers. So those are talking about the exponents. So if you look through and analyze each of these, it says to circle which one it is a function, a polynomial, excuse me, not a function. So A is a polynomial. You have all positive exponents. They are not fractions, and they're all whole numbers. Another way to write the square root of x is x to the 1/2. So that is a fraction, so that is not a polynomial. On letter C, you have fractions, so this would not be. If you look at letter D, this is a coefficient of 1/3 x squared, and then the square root is a coefficient, it's not an exponent. So letter D is a polynomial. Letter E is, because that's just a line, and it's a constant. And then letter C, or letter F, excuse me, if you were going to expand that all out, everything would still have positive exponents, your exponents would still be fractions, and they would all be whole numbers. Reviewing degrees of polynomials. So degrees of polynomials is the highest exponent. So if we look at the first one, 6 is the highest exponent, so this would be a degree 6. If you look at the second bullet, x to the 1, x to the 1, and x to the 2, if you were going to go through and expand that, distribute, aka FOIL, you would get an x to the 4th polynomial. So looking at domain and range, the domain of all polynomial functions that they have an odd degree, an odd power, is negative infinity to positive. And this goes back to, if you think back to some of those parent functions that were on page 10 and 11 in your spiral. And the range of an even degree polynomial is found by finding the maximum or minimum. So think about with a parabola, it would be negative infinity to that maximum y value. So thinking about a y-intercept, the y-intercept is the input value of a 0. So what that means is x equals 0. And the x-intercepts are found by putting the output is 0, or in other words, y equals 0. Turning points can be found. So a polynomial of degree n can have at most n minus 1 turning points. So when we look at this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turning points. N minus 1 equals 5. If we solve for n, your degree would be a 6. Briefly going through this chart, I believe we did do, whoa, that did not work what I wanted to do. Okay, looking at this chart, I believe we did fill this out before, and we might have done it on a note sheet though. So degree is even. That's going to look like it's going to go up on the left. We don't know what it's going to do in the middle, and then up on the right. I often associate this with your parabolas or x squareds. This bottom one, if your leading coefficient is less than 0, it's going to open down, do something, and then go down. So when you think of us, it rises on the left and rises on the right. The symbols is x goes to positive infinity. The y values go to positive infinity. As x goes to negative infinity, so this over here to the left, as x goes to negative infinity, the y values also go to positive infinity. And then it's the opposite if your leading coefficient is negative. So we have negative infinity and negative infinity. You could always, on these, you could always punch them in your calculator and look at the graph that way too. So if the degree is odd, maybe an x cubed, and the leading coefficient is positive, it's going to be down on the left, up on the right. So if as x is going to positive infinity, so that's this side, the y values are going up. As x is going to negative infinity, that means going to the left, the y values are going down. And then the same thing, if we do this, we'd have up on the left, does something in the middle, down on the right. So the y values are going to be flipped. So we'll have negative infinity, and then we'll have positive infinity. Okay, looking at the next page, go to page 57. I want you to make a little note that even functions are where they bounce or touch, and then your odd functions is where it crosses or intersects. So when you look at this, we're going to determine first the zeros. So that's reset each of these factors equal to 0. So we're going to get an x equals -2. We're going to x equals +1. The x equals -2 has a multiplicity of 3, and x equals 1 has a multiplicity of 1. So at -2, because it's an odd, it's going to cross. At +1, because it is an odd number, it's going to cross as well. So if you go and first plot this, so -2, +1, it's going to cross. But you may say, well, okay, what is it going to do? So the leading coefficient is positive. The degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, degree is 4. So it's going to open up on the left, up on the right, and then it's going to do something in here. You can use your graphing calculators to look at that, or Desmos. So if you look at the one on the right, the leading coefficient is -1 right here, or negative, yeah, negative. It's going to be, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Degree is 4, which is even. That means it's going to open down on the left and down on the right. So if you're going to flip back and look at that chart, so the zeros are x equals +1 and -2. -2 has a multiplicity of 2, and +1 has a multiplicity of 2. So it's going to bounce at those values. 1, -2. So down on the left, down on the right. It's going to come up here, bounce, come down here, bounce back off. So at -2, it's going to bounce because that's even. And at +1, it's also going to bounce because it has a multiplicity of 2. Okay, flip over to page 60. So this is page 60. So we're going to evaluate the function. That means you're going to substitute it in. And I'm going to